travel to a faraway jungle to find the source, each having their own reasons. Welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation.
In our last session, our party continued their search along the underground river, with Dusted scouting ahead. The river ended in a waterfall with a plush chest perched on a ledge. When Dusted approached to investigate, he discovered it was a mimic. Narrowly escaping with his life, Dusted bravely fled and ran back to his party. Descending to the second level, the party
Bravely ran.
The party crept up on the second key. Dusted, with razor-sharp reflexes and the help of his companions, successfully secured the key, and the group then decided to rest for 2 hours. But their slumber was interrupted. During their slumber, they dreamt eerie dreams of old witches creeping up through the floors, hovering above them, eyes fixated on theirs. Yes, I see you. After their disturbed rest, they battled another golem before heading down the stairs, and on the third level, Dusted managed to sneak up on the third key, and with the aid of Yelena and Lunan, secured it in the bag of holding. And now, the party proceeds to the lower level, determined to find the fourth key. We join our party on the stairwell. Over to you.
I believe Luna was heading down first.
I have that too, yes.
And you will look to the south, around this corner, to see the coast is clear.
Okay. Lunan, you peer southwards, and as you do, you see a corridor extending all the way down to a junction towards the end.
And I will listen into it and see if I hear any movement.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check for me, please.
Since I'm trying to find these spidery skeleton heads with our keys. A 1.
Alright, while Lunan is straining to listen, what are the rest of you doing?
Following right behind.
Okay. Vargo bringing up the rear behind Lunan. Yelena?
She'll be following and, also keeping an eye out for anything untoward. Probably
Alright.
more looking out for this. Don't know if there's a secret door. If we saw a secret door on this level, but she'll be mostly looking for, golems appearing.
So not investigating, but just keeping alert.
Yes.
Okay. You clearly see that, yes, there is a iron golem who is, in fact, all of you notice him. He's literally standing still, facing the staircase on the other side of the room. He hasn't noticed any of you at all. Valrus, what are you up to?
Following Lunan as well for the time being.
Okay, and finally Dusted, our sneaky cat.
Dustin is definitely just paying attention to this guy over here. If he starts moving upwards, That's what he's keeping an eye on. Well, actually, once he's spotted that, is it possible to look at the ceiling if there's any holes that I want to say holes I'm getting familiar with. That's not what I mean. Um, any holes in the ceiling that could have these skeleton keys in them for climbing around.
Yes, unfortunately, the player's map actually has the skeleton faces on it, so you immediately see that's where the holes are.
Oh, okay.
All of
Well, I
the
won't see this one from here, obviously, but yeah, I know that this one is here.
yeah, I mean, they're on the map, so it would be easy
Yeah.
to see the corridor and go, oh, I recognize that hole in the ceiling as a skeleton
Ah, okay.
dropout hole. Yeah. Okay. Lunan, no sound alerts your ears. It sounds quiet. Nothing seems to be moving around you at all.
Luna will head down the corridor and check both directions
Okay.
slowly. If you want to do stealth, I will, but more or less sneaking down.
If you are sneaking, then please, by all means, go ahead and roll a stealth check, and anyone else who is going to be sneaking with you. If you are sneaking.
Luna doing stealth, and then everyone behind do silly walk.
Okay. Yelena gets a 16, a 15. Vargo a 10. Velrus a 21. My goodness. Okay, and Dusted, in which case that means that all of you are going to be following Lunan down. Lunan, as you slowly creep along the corridor, you notice that the ground is still filled with dust. Bits of bone and rubble litter the floors. You've been through these corridors before, but this particular one doesn't seem to have the clear pathway that seems to be trodden on quite a lot. Not a lot of people, it seems, have walked down this path, but as you are 5 feet from the corner of the junction up ahead, your ears perk up. Not only do your eyes widen at the sight of a clearly trodden path moving east to west, but you also hear the echoes of footsteps disappearing into the distance.
I will wanna try to sneak around and look around the corner quickly to see if I can catch whatever it is.
Okay, let me just zoom out because you do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's 60-foot dark vision, isn't it? Which way are
Probably.
you looking? East or west or both?
Where I hear the sound from disappearing to first.
Alright. As you peer down the east, you can see the retreating footsteps and the back of a giant steel golem. The familiar sight walking away from you.
And I will check the other direction, but I will also put a finger towards my mouth, indicating to be quiet backwards.
Okay. Bear with me 1 second.
And I will use the message spell to Dusted and say, another golem up ahead. Careful.
Taking a look to your right, you can see the corridor stretches out maybe 25-30 feet. A faint glow emanates from a small room on the far end, the opposite side where the golem is headed. Soft light almost seems to dance in the darkness as your dark vision wavers with the glow of the light. There is some sort of reflective surface leaning against the wall of that room.
Would Lunan think it might be a portal of some sort, or is it something we've seen before?
It is not something that you have seen. Oh. Hold on. Were you in the room? Yes, you were in the room. Roll in an intelligence check for me, please. Oh god, okay. The glow harkens back to a level, maybe 2 levels above you. In bit where you first came on the second level, there was a great big reflective pool. You remember Valrus leaning over and looking into the pool, only to be transported into the eyes of a marching golem walking down a corridor. Through its eyes you could see this exact same corridor. The light at the end looks like, from the vision that you saw, a mirror.
Who had looked through it? Fargo?
Valrus was the one who was focused on the...
Valrus.
Yeah. If you want, I can go back to the room. Was it level 2?
Where it happened?
Just wait for it to load. Oh no, it was literally the... There's the 2 secret doors of the grand stairwell, just between the stairwell and the office. Oh yeah, there it is.
The one where the golems came out of?
Yes. That one there.
Lag for me right now. My internet's too slow, but I remember it.
Yep, it was the one where the golems came out of, correct.
Interesting. So it could be a teleportation device as well, then. At least one directional. I tried to quietly inform the others while trying, from my ear, hearing, keep an eye on the golem, that if it's disappearing, continuously disappearing. As soon as I hear it starting to come back, I will try to get us to move out of the way.
Alright.
In case I start hearing it returning.
In the time that you turn around to let your companions know that there is a golem walking down the corridor, it has moved 10 feet.
What do you guys want to do?
Do we need to go down there?
Oh no.
I will march ahead. It's only one golem, isn't it?
They're not that easy to beat, but we could wait until it's further back and then just pepper it with fireballs for a couple of
Sure.
rounds.
Good idea. If I can hit it with
And then
frost,
running up the
it will go
stairs.
so fast.
If we continuously retreat, are we attacking it?
How far away do we want it to be before we do?
I think it's starting to disappear. So Luna will step out here.
Yeah,
Catch up with it.
Yolanda will follow. And she'll follow Luna until they see it. And then she will shoot it with a ray of frost.
Valrus and Dusted, are you moving in? Why don't we get a
Yes.
initiative roll in? Or why don't we get initiative? As it marches slowly towards you. At the edge of your vision, Lunan, you see it coming towards you. Its
Let's turn
eyes
around.
flash red as it sees you coming into its field of view. Oh.
Dusted.
Don't forget, anyone near Yalena has a +4.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter for this one, at least.
It's gonna be the same order of everyone. Or
It,
Or
it does for
actually-
this one. It does matter for me, yeah. It does matter for me if I
Actu-
get
yeah.
turned before it. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, I thought it had 2 in initiative. That's why I said it doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter.
The one that had 2 in initiative is this guy up here next to the gargoyle that you threw overboard a while back.
So it's got a 10.
And I got a 7 plus 4.
Do the rest of you have a problem where you can't minimize your sheet after opening it?
Yeah, and I use spacebar to remove it.
Oh,
Exactly, yeah.
Oh,
thank
thank you.
you.
Thank you. I thought it was just my crappy internet.
No.
I thought it was
It's
just my
something that's going on at the moment. I don't know why. But yeah.
Just D&D Beyond.
That's right.
Well, probably wizards testing where they can cut corners.
Yeah.
If we remove this button here, will we save money?
Money per button.
Thank God you're not working for them.
Yes.
Okay, so I believe Vargo, you will be the first one to go. He is literally 60 feet away from you at the edge of your dark vision.
I'm literally just going to firebolt it to death,
Okay.
which I don't think this one hit. So, I will,
Mm-hmm.
and with my move, I will move back in the room.
How are you moving?
Basically, walking.
I mean, are you stepping backwards into the room? or
I
are you
step
gonna-
backwards.
Okay. So then I'm not going to uncover the hidden pieces here because you're walking blindly backwards, yes?
I turn back and I move back to the room, then enter and take cover.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you planning to step in here?
Yes, he's planning to step into the room. and
Your token is gone.
That's because he's
It's
stepped
because
into
it's
that
darkness. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Moving into this room, the air hangs heavy with a musty scent of decay and cobwebs, which hang broken and tattered on either side. Their delicate strands, a testament to the length of time this room has almost stood undisturbed. On the far wall, a faint glow emanates. Its blue reflective light flickering throughout the room. The light is reflecting off the surface of a mirror, which appears to throw a glow into this room as your eyes, mind you, you've got goggles of dark vision. Your eyes are
I have.
blinded as the light glows into them temporarily. You're unable to see the end of the corridor. Loosening a firebolt, it fires wide. But the glow beckons for you to take notice of this room, to look around. However, it also seems to promise comfort and warmth within it. But as you stand in the room, a sense of unease eats away at the edge of your consciousness. Roll a perception check for me while you're in here.
Mm-hmm. Something. Oh, thank you, Papa Sotel, for the advantage. Something tells me that something is going to come up from the portal. 24.
There are signs of recent disturbances all around you, as if something or someone has been walking in and out of this room for quite some time, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake.
Hmm. In hindsight, maybe not my brightest idea, but what's done is done.
At the edge of your conscience, you almost feel as if you are not alone in this room.
Yep.
Alright. Anything else on your turn?
No, that will be all.
Then, next up is Valrus. Why has it reset all the way to there?
There's nothing about a potential other creature in this room, and heard someone say fireball earlier, so that's what he's gonna do.
So you're going to step into the corridor. Are you looking to see where Vargo has run to, or are you concentrating on the Tomb Guardian?
Ooh, yes. Yes.
Yes to what?
Tomb Guardian.
Okay. Then go ahead and fire away your... It's your projectile, your firebolt, is it?
Fireball.
Ball, not bolt.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, it already just rolled.
God, 96. Wow. Okay.
Do you have the fire key?
Yes.
Then you get to reroll something.
I think it was the
One.
that I
Aye.
rolled. Pretty good.
So, that's 42?
41.
41, yeah.
41. Blimey. Okay. Fireball.
Austin is heartbroken. Just saying.
Fireball streaks down the corridor, lighting up the entire room and the length of the corridor. As it does, it also allows you to see right towards the end. Temporarily, all of your dark vision is slightly blinded again, cancelled out as your eyes begin to try to adjust. However, what you notice is a door at the end of the corridor as well. Anything else, Varus?
Hopefully that didn't notify anyone else. And he's gonna stay there.
You know what I didn't do was dex saving throw.
That is true. You can just add full damage. That's fine.
We're okay with that.
Ooh, that's a
14.
fail.
Oh, nice. So, full damage then. Excellent. It's a good start. Okay, then that will bring us to Lunan.
Okay. I think I will try the firebolt. Just anyone to hit? And if it hits 17 damage.
That's 21 to hit is good, and 17 damage. Nice. Wow, okay. The firebolt strikes him from this distance, Loon, and you can notice that his armor begins to start to melt in certain places. He's looking rather shoddy. I would say you could consider him as bloodied.
Now Yarlina will freeze it all off.
Indeed.
Or I assume.
Yes.
Oops. I meant to go for the ruler. He's 55 feet away from you, like Yelena.
She will be Ray of Frosting to
Okay.
slow him down a bit,
Oh, okay.
hopefully. 24?
24 is a hit.
Yes. Not great on damage, but his speed is reduced by 10 foot
That's good
until the
enough.
start of my next turn.
And let me just mark him as bloodied. Alright. Anything else?
No, I think she's alright where she is because Dusted can still get in front of her. So she'll stay put.
Okay. Right. In which case then...
Can I just interject here? Because the +4 from the Lena's aura might have had some consequences on the initiative tracker. That I would be 11, no 7.
You rolled a 7, did you?
Yeah.
So you should be an 11.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the only thing that really mattered because everyone else was in the aura.
And you were in the aura when the initiative was rolled.
I think so.
It doesn't automatically.
He was, yeah.
And it doesn't automatically add it, does it?
Oh, it does.
Okay. So you're on an 11. Dusted?
No.
What? Unfortunately, Dusted, you are not next, though.
Nope. I can imagine.
Because just before your 11, Vargo, a sense of dread fills you as all of a sudden, from behind, you are slammed into the wall in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Not once, but twice, as some unseen invisible force rams right into you. The first one is a gentle...
I dodged that, fortunately.
The first one is a gentle nudge that almost seems to brush up against you.
You might have advantage though if you're invisible.
He is invisible. I'll roll the second.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I've rolled incorrectly with the crit damage there, haven't I?
That could have been worse.
Yes, indeed. Well, we'll call it 13 anyway. As an invisible, unseen force slams into you, grabbing you, but lets you go at the same time. It doesn't hold on to you.
Oh no. Oh fuck. Okay.
That's either a stalker or an elemental. Both equally terrifying.
Okay.
Is Vargo screaming for help?
I assume we hear this, or?
You cannot hear me?
That depends. I mean, in D&D talking's free, Vargo.
Something here.
Calmly, a voice.
Something dangerous.
Now that brings us to Dustin.
Well,
As you hear a grunt coming from the room to your left, Dusted. You know the golem is down the corridor to your right. You hear Vargo's voice. Something's here?
No, Dustin doesn't know that the golem's down to the right because he is like he has been told that it's down the corridor, and everyone is firing to one side, and he's looking down his paws, going like, "Wait, which one is left and right?" Because there's clearly fighting coming from the other side as well, and he's going to use his action to equip his shield, and let me just get that action shield. It is thinking about it. It's not doing. Oh, there it is. Okay. And then he is gonna first jump onto the wall and climb over the others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's probably still, so he can move a little more with feline agility. So he rushes into the room and draws his rapier and sees absolutely nothing.
Correct.
believe me, it's here.
Are you going to cast your eyes around and search for this thing in the room?
I don't have an action. I used it to equip the shield, so I don't think I can.
Okay, so then you've just run into the room, and that's it.
He's just looking around, sort of like, but he cannot find anything to attack or anything. So he's just sticking close to Vargo for now.
Okay. I need you to roll a perception check for me, please.
Okay. 15.
A 15. As you run into the room, you look around. Vargo appears to have been slammed up against the wall. There's a bit of blood coming out of his nose. You take in the room, and as you survey the scene, the light in the room cancels out your dark vision. And reflecting from the other side of the wall, you notice yourself. Carrying your shield is a mirror. I need you to roll a charisma saving throw for me, please.
All right. At 17.
The mirror itself seems intriguing. It's shiny. There's silver filigree surrounding all of it. It is hanging on the wall, almost beckoning you to come and admire yourself in it. Your gaze is drawn away as you almost get the feeling that Vargo's life is a bit more important than your own personal grooming. Tearing your eyes away from the mirror, you continue to survey the scene around you, but you don't see anything else in the room with Vargo at all.
Yeah, weapons raised and shields raised. No idea what's going on here. That's Dustin's turn.
Okay. Then that brings us to the Guardian at the end of the corridor. Half movement, he moves 15 feet. And that is its turn. It doesn't... Yeah, no, it can't use that attack either. Okay. Which will bring us to the top of round 2 with Vargo in the lead.
Let's fight fire with fire, okay? I touch Dusted and cast on him greater invisibility.
What?
Okay.
Wait,
You heard
no,
me.
that's terrible. I won't be able to admire myself in the mirror.
Dusted. Vargo places his hand on your shoulder as the magical words echo throughout this chamber. And in the corner of your eye, you notice in the mirror that your reflection disappears. greater
He's a
invisibility.
vampire.
As long as you're concentrating, he will be
Yes.
invisible even if he attacks.
So next I say it might be attacking me now. Pay attention, and I move out of the room.
Okay. In which case, as you move out of attacking range, it gets an attack on you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll need to.
Should be with advantage, Tim.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Oh, I think that's a miss.
No, that's a hit. I'm considering whether to shield or not. I don't. No, I'm not going to shield. Hit me.
Okay, so then it is going to be this plus 12. Oof. That's 20. Wait, no, sorry, it wasn't a crit. It's only 12 points, my bad.
Alrighty.
I thought I rolled a nat 20 for some reason. My bad. Sorry. 12 points, Vargo. As you go, leaving the corridor, it again slams down on you. You feel this great smash in the back of your archway. Did you say shield spell? Yeah.
No. I roll for concentration. I didn't shield.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. As Vargo goes fleeing the room, leaving Dusted on his own. Anything else, Vargo?
No, I hope he got to catch a glimpse of that attacker. That's my turn.
Okay. Then that'll bring us to Valrus, closely followed by Lunan.
Check something. Sure. Did I see that attack as well?
What's your passive perception?
Impressive 11.
Yeah.
All right.
What you've heard is Dusted running into the room. Fargo's obviously been talking, and then the wind got knocked out of him as he got attacked. So there is something behind you.
Okay, something that I can target with an
dunno.
attack.
Maybe if you're
disadvantage?
gonna look. Yeah, actually, you
yeah.
could if you throw a fireball will be able to target an AOE.
And Dusted's in the room.
And
You don't see dust.
you don't
Instead.
see Dusted in the
Oh
room.
yeah. Well, in that case, there's no point.
There is nothing behind you. Are you actually going to look behind you?
Yes.
Are you just going to glance, or are you going to perceive the room?
I would like to potentially be able to shoot whatever is causing havoc in there, so perceive as much as required to do that.
Okay, so roll a perception check for me, so you can to perceive any details in the room.
Ooh, potentially not.
All right. You don't pick up any details in the room as you look around. Nothing says that there is a creature in there. In fact, the room just looks empty. You can see Vargo's pained face as he comes bolting towards you.
There's something in there, but too risky a shot, so I'll just firebolt the golem.
Okay. Oh, that's a
Might
pretty
hit.
decent hit.
Decent hit indeed.
Oh, wow.
16.
16. Good job. Blimey. Okay. The golem is now looking kind of worse for wear. He's on 36 hit points as he's slowly trudging forward, slowed by the ice bolt spell. His eyes begin to glow red, and you can almost see smoke curling out of them. Anything else on your turn, Valrus?
Lunan's next, and then Yelena, so he's not gonna rush ahead of them. He's gonna squeeze past Vargo and prepare for whatever might be in there.
Careful, something invisible there.
I know.
Alright, your perception check was a 5, so you basically can't see squat inside that room. Plus, looking in there, your dark vision also gets cancelled out. All you can see is big bright lights, but then mind you, you're throwing firebolts and balls around, so... Alright, anything else?
Wisdom. No, that's it.
Okay, then that'll bring us to Lunan.
Yes. And seeing that fire seems effective,
Mm-hmm.
he will continue with a miss. And how far did the creature go in the last turn? It wasn't that far.
He moved 15 feet last turn.
Okay, only one step. Yeah, so I will take one step back.
Ooh, okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, then that brings us to Yelena.
Ray of Frost.
Okay, do your worst.
Oh yeah.
Oh my genie. Oh my Gucci.
Finally.
Yes.
Over a 10.
Blimey. Hey. Slim Shady back in the house.
Woo!
Is
Well,
that,
that's
did you
16.
roll that with a crit roll?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah, it prompted it.
it's 2d8 normally, isn't it?
Yes.
So let's take out 5 to make it 11 and then add 16 to bump it up to a crit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
27
27. Okay. He is on...
or 28?
Don't ask me to do maths.
He's on 9
11
HP.
plus 16.
27. Yeah.
27.
27, yeah.
He's on 9 HP.
Oh my god.
Anything else you would like to do, Yelena?
If she is able to, she will spare a glance behind her to see if she can see what might be going on. But if she can't, that's fine.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Let's see. A 14.
Oh, you take a very good gander behind you as you perceive the room behind you. There is a great big shimmering light reflecting off a beautiful silver bordered mirror that's hanging on a wall. In the far distance, you can notice the details of Vargo, Valrus, slightly part of yourself, and behind you, Lunan. You just managed to see the reflection in it. There, the light is refracted somehow, as if something is in the way or moving, as the blue, they're almost like little fireflies moving around, and they seem to almost part as if something is present in the room, but your eyes are drawn to the mirror.
This is a very pretty mirror.
It is indeed. Your eyes are fixated on your reflection, and I need you to roll a charisma saving throw for me.
Oh, I should be good at this. Yes.
Last one was a 30 something, so yeah.
I know, right? As enticing as the mirror is, it doesn't seem important enough to concentrate on. Your comrades are more so. and you carry on surveying the room and the corridor. You definitely notice that this corridor has been trodden a lot. Different sized feet have moved through here. The bones and the ash and the dust on the side are almost pressed up against the corridor walls, leaving a clear rut down the center of this corridor. Lots of traffic.
Lena would be like, I'm always beautiful.
I was like cut out a bit. What was that?
You're like, I'm always this beautiful. Nothing.
Yeah,
Anything
she'll.
else?
She'll. I assume that the shimmering kind of suggests that there's something between Dusted and the mirror, so it's like in one of like.
Who's Dusted? You
Oh
don't
yeah, he's
see
not
Dusted.
there. I forgot he's not.
Dustin has gone missing, and nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to worry. This is just not half of the core.
Kind of proud of him. Like, where is Dustin gone? There's something in front of the mirror, but don't look at the mirror, okay? There's something wrong with it. It's pretty, but something wrong with it. And that'll
Anything
be our
else, Yelena?
time. That'll be all.
Okay, Dusted. Standing in the center of this corridor, just within the room, there is a feeling of suffocation, like the world is closing in on you. When all of a sudden a gust of breeze almost batters your sixth sense. There is definitely something moving in here. In fact, it is moving so much that you almost feel it pass right by you, in front of you, and then nudges right against you as it bumps past you, trying to pass. However, wait a second, you're crawling on the roof or the walls?
No, I couldn't, because I cannot stand here on the walls.
That's okay.
Oh.
You're standing on the ground, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. As it bumps past you, Dusted, you realize it is not walking.
What?
It's almost bumped your head as this presence floats over you and moves across.
Please say it get caught in the webs, so it's sort of visible.
Valrus, from
Does it
behind you,
Oh well, I would be facing that direction, I think.
Yeah, but it's still invisible.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
as you're standing
Hen-
facing that direction, looking around behind you, something literally just lands down in front of you. You hear the thump, the dust around you on the floor almost seems to rise up as the blue in the distance disappears with the dust that's covering you. Something big has landed, trying to squash you from above. It doesn't succeed, but the
Oh.
dust motes in the air let you catch a glimpse of an outline of a creature, if only just for a split second as the dust begins to settle, and then it disappears again.
There it is.
That brings us to Dusted's turn.
Okay, so I know it passed over me. Do I know that it attacked Valrus?
I would assume that your eyes would turn around instinctively
And follow it, yeah, and
So-
follow it, yeah.
I will say that yes. Well, let's see. Roll a perception check for me, and I'm going to give you
Yeah.
advantage because of the amount of dust motes that landed in the air as it slammed onto the ground.
Yeah, that's still not good.
True. You manage to catch a glimpse of it. You know that there is a presence of some sort behind you, between you and Valrus. But that is about it. I can't give you. I can't
no, but
cancel your advantage on an attack.
no. But it's. I mean, it's either here, straight in front of Dusted, or it's one step further ahead.
Correct.
So he's gonna take a swing, trying to hit the space in front of him, just to see if it's there first. And this is I have advantage, and it gives me disadvantage. So I guess it's just a normal roll.
Correct.
So let's see if I can hit it. 27 for the space in front of me.
Okay, your rapier's got 5-foot reach.
Yeah.
For the space in front of you, it would pass through, but it doesn't connect with anything in front of you.
And Dust is gonna do a little sort of spinny motion and go one step further and strike again.
All right.
With the rapier.
Now, on this roll, I'm gonna give you advantage because through a process of deduction, you've deduced exactly where it is.
Let's see if I can make this count. Well, 25.
That is a definite hit.
How about you, creature, and you're marked.
Do you need to see something to keep the mark on it?
Oh, of course not. I just need to hit it. It says here, let me see. When you hit a melee weapon attack, you can mark the creature. That's it.
Alright.
So if it hits anything else than me, it's with disadvantage, but it's invisible, so it gets advantage anyway. So that kind of, yeah.
They cancel each other.
They'll cancel each other out, yeah.
Yeah, but it's only if it's within 5 feet of me. So if it floats over Vargo to attack, over Valrus to attack Vargo, then it would still have advantage.
Okay.
So.
Anything else on your turn?
That's it. Wait a second. No, Dusted knows where it is. He's gonna capitalize on that. I'm gonna use my action search.
Oh.
It connected with something. He has to hit it. I don't know if it has advantage. Just 2 more rolls, right? No more rolls.
You can get your action surge normal attacks.
Yeah. So that's a 22 and a 28.
Blimey,
Nice.
That's 2 hits. Good shot.
Let's get max damage there, 14 and 11. So a total of
25.
plus the 11, so that's 36 in total. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that.
That is pretty decent. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
All right. Then at the end of your turn, we swing back to the golem. And as it looks up, its eyes almost burn with a frenzied rage as they seem to flare and grow in size. The creature looks as if it's going to begin sprinting and charging you down, Lunan, and as it does, it puts 1 foot in front of the other, moving as fast as it can, but it only manages 15 feet given that it's been struck by an ice bolt. That is the end of its turn.
Aww.
Oh, it could move an extra 5, I think, if its speed is 30.
Good shout. Good shout. We'll take that then. Okay. Then that brings us to the top of round 3. Vargo. Commotion all around you. The pounding of feet running towards you down the corridor as you look up and you notice the 2 elf meat shields protecting you from a rushing on golem.
Wow, mid shields. Those are my companions, DM.
But it's
Potentially
No.
not what Vargo thinks right now.
Not the top of bottle, it doesn't.
but it's
Future minions, not
behind
meat
you.
shields.
Dust
Okay,
totally
I move back.
into the air above him.
I move here. Yarlena, quick! I casually throw a firebolt to the golem.
Like flicking a cigarette when you're done with it.
Basically,
With a 22.
that will be a 14 to hit, 14 damage.
As the firebolt strikes into the oncoming, the rushing Tomb Guardian, the armor almost seems to boil and bubble and splatter off its body as running one leg just seems to give out under the other. The next sort of collapses. The Guardian falls onto the ground in a pile of wreckage. Destroyed.
Something on the back needs a kill in. Come on, go. That's my turn.
As Vargo
Please,
runs
Why
past.
don't you kill it?
Please let the other golem come up and surprise Papa Subtle once more.
Shh, stop spoiling my fun. He's not really looking down the corridor either.
Just, yeah, okay.
Valrus, that's your turn.
Right. This thing's in front of me. It's invisible. I have disadvantage anyways. Gonna just reach up and firebolt to the ceiling, basically. Try and hit it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll with disadvantage for me, please.
2 20s. Come on, you can do it.
Could you imagine?
Naturally. Not too far off.
Not too bad.
Gordon Bennett, mate. That's a good flipping roll.
Yeah. So good for the damage.
Still good enough, though.
Yeah.
Alright, 7 points. Unfortunately, you can't see it to ascertain its condition. But
And that means it healed.
it is fully healed, yes.
From the firebolt, yeah. Oh,
However, the firebolt connects as it lights up on the ceiling, and you do see almost like a wavering of flames being consumed by, I would imagine, the same way a black hole consumes light in the universe. Which just seems to then and then disappear. Anything else? Oh no. Yes. Thalrus?
Sorry, I muted myself. That is all for now.
Okay. That brings us to Lunan, the one and only.
So Lunan has a firebolt fly over his shoulder and take out the golem.
Correct.
Thereafter, turning around like, now we're done, seeing that we're not. And Valorous hitting something up in the ceiling.
Yeah.
And Luna will take after and try to shoot at it as well. I assume at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. You assume correct, sir.
So close to 220s.
No way.
20 and a 19.
Bloody hell. Good rolling.
Might as
Or
well not
18
bother
damage.
with invisible
The
enemies next time.
DM wanted to know how it was like an invisible creature. It doesn't matter.
18 points. What is invisible? Hey. It is but
I realized
illusion.
Firebolt was the only thing I could do towards it. Everything else says that you can see.
Alright, Lunan, as the firebolt streaks towards the ceiling, indeed, the ceiling lights up as it connects with something strange, wavering on the ceiling. Definitely invisible, though.
Hmm.
Anything else that you would like to do?
Take one step back to give us some room, and then end my turn.
Alright, which will then bring us to Yarlena.
I'm gonna pull out her light crossbow. And she will... Oh wait, no, you can only shoot with the crossbow once. What am I doing? No, she'll just use Ray of Frost. But she will walk up behind Varus and lean in and whisper, "Get out of my way." And then she'll shoot the Ray of Frost.
Where are you
over his
aiming?
shoulder. She'll be aiming where she saw Luna and Varus aim.
So up towards the ceiling. Basically.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Go ahead then, do your worst.
Oh wait, I have disadvantage. Sorry, I forgot. There you go. 21. 24.
Jesus Christ.
Ah, fair enough. That is definitely a hit.
There we go. And then sure.
Going to respond to her with say the magic word.
I don't mind if you stay in front of me.
The magic word is bird. I don't understand this joke.
Magic word.
He already said the magic word. Ray of Frost has verbal components.
Okay.
That'll be her turn.
Which brings us to the invisible creature. Wow. It gets disadvantage for attacking you, Valrys, but it is going to then attack Dusted. So one on each. In fact, Dusted, it can't see you, so it's not going to attack you.
It's still going to be normal attacks on both either way, so yeah.
So it's going to be a normal attack on Valrys twice. Valrys, you can feel the pressure coming down as this immense force.
Shield.
Field? Or
Shield. Shield.
You're going to cast shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I haven't rolled yet. I might miss twice.
Nah.
Just in case.
Still hits you, yeah.
What is your shield taken up to? 20.
22.
22.
So that 22
So
is
that's
what I
the hit.
needed, is it?
Yeah.
So he hits you once. I'm gonna roll damage for 8 points. As it then lands in front of you, smashing into you, and then shoves forward to bash you up against the wall. Do you happen to speak Auran? Does anyone in the party speak Auran?
I do speak it.
You do? Okay. Just before it slams you up, you hear words like wind whistling through the trees. Die, mortal. And then it slams right past you into the wall. Ah, damn it! And then you feel it lift up again as it flies up into the top of the ceiling again, preparing for its next onslaught. Which brings us to Dusted.
Would I have noticed it flying up? Probably not, right?
No.
No. We're gonna take a stab forward and then a step to see if it's there first.
Mm-hmm.
I think. But that's just a normal roll, I think. Yeah, that's a miss.
That's a hit.
What? Oh, okay, I'll take it. And another attempt. Yeah.
That's a definite
Uh,
hit.
And then, well, 25 damage total and markings.
Alright. The invisible stalker is on 11 hit points as we come to the top of the next round with Vargo.
Alright, so I face a problem here that I do this, I don't see anything.
Correct.
I drop concentration on the spell on Dusted.
Okay. Which means, Dusted, you become visible, but you don't know it yet.
No, I have no idea.
Alright, so it has to be there, right? And I firebolt in the position between Dusted and Barris.
Ah, interesting. Very clever. Okay. Stepping out into the corridor. Go ahead then and roll with disadvantage, please.
It is with disadvantage, so I roll again. I take the 14.
The 14 is a hit.
Then
More
that's
than 11.
12 points of fire.
And the firebolt streaks over your shoulders, Yarlena and Valrus. It strikes just into the gap above where the three of you are crowded around. You hear a small shrieking whistle as the ceiling almost seems to catch alight, and then, whew, like wind blowing over a candle, the flame snuffs out.
And I totally kill steal those two, by the way. Just last hidden.
You did. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
Fargo, anything else?
No, I mean, I hope that's all. That there's only one.
Valrus, in front of you, the weighted presence that seems to have been hovering above you almost dissipates into the air. You feel a rush of wind through the little locks between your horns as you see Dusted, who's just appeared in front of you. His whiskers blow back briefly, and then your senses tell you that the creature that was assaulting you has disappeared. Gone.
A terrible time to hurl insults in battle.
Well, shall we continue? I say as my
idea.
nose bleeds a lot. So there is a mirror, magical in nature. I pull my head up to not make a mess out of my clothes.
Mm.
We might want to check that out.
Should
There
we,
is
also-
should we cast detect magic or identify on it?
Let Balris take care of that. He can do it instantly.
Be careful when looking at it.
He's not that ugly, Yarlena.
I beg to differ. But that wasn't why I was saying to be careful.
Balris, you take 3 points of psychic damage.
That's not your decision.
Vicious mockery. You need to take a
damage too.
Jalena is so high level, it would be 2d4. Not
He is
1d4.
very proficient at tuning out Yarlena.
Yarlena,
Resistant
please.
Resistant all psychic damage from Jalena.
Rachel, please
Specifically.
multi-class her into Bard so you can
So-
take vicious mockery.
Put one level in Bard, just for the.
The
visual
last thing I
mockery.
can picture is Yarlena playing an instrument. Like it just does not compute, you know.
Easily.
No, it's just a
going to
word.
be the skull of her enemies. The skulls of her enemies. There you go. That's a drum for you. Bone drum. There you go.
That
I wasn't
one
gonna
of
say.
those war whistle things that you blow into and screams come out. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah,
hell
that,
yeah.
the pipes of haunting, I think they're called as well.
Yeah.
Bagpipes of Bert's stomach.
Oh, wow,
Let's go
okay.
find Bert's body.
Could you imagine?
Well, unfortunately, unlike myself, this wand has limited magic, and
What are you talking about?
It is
You
out
have
of
limited
juice.
magic as well.
What?
Alright. Okay, buddy, I take care of it. Don't worry. TF, I will use a spell slot to cast Detect Magic.
You're gonna cast Detect Magic, yes?
Yes, first
Send-
level.
Send it to the game log, would you please?
Of course. Let me see.
I'm pretty sure that it imbues your eyes with the ability to see items as magical, doesn't it?
For the duration, I can sense the presence of magic around me.
Okay, so you can use your action to see a faint aura. You definitely sense magic coming from the room with the blue glow. 100% yes.
Do I sense an aura of enchantment, perhaps? Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm just double checking because I mean, it doesn't actually say.
Okay.
It says it would definitely have enchantment on it. I would go ahead and say potentially I'd like to say a bit of conjuration. Yeah.
Conjuration or transmutation or
And
what would teleportation be?
it's not transmutation.
By the way,
I mean,
DM, I'm looking at the mirror. If that's important.
Oh shit.
I mean, the
Told you
spell
not to
does
look at the
say that
mirror.
you look at objects to see a faint aura to learn its school of magic. So go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw as you take a look at the mirror itself.
Like you're not even in
Alrighty.
that
That's a 15. Tell me if I fail. I have something in my sleeve for this.
Well, you won't know if you pass or fail, will you? As you gaze upon the mirror, you can see your own reflection gazing back at you. You are a devilishly handsome man. Your hair is slightly muddled up from battle. Your hands are slightly charred from all the fire that has been taking place within the corridor, and your feet are dusty from the corridor floor. But the mirror doesn't seem to entice you to keep looking at it, so you tear your gaze away easily.
Definitely magical. Not sure what it does.
The mirror as self is 4 foot tall. It looks like it's heavy. And let me actually just take a quick picture of it and put this into handouts. It is like a silvery gold outline on it. There is silver filigree inside, and in this particular picture it has 2 great green gems on it, but this mirror doesn't have it. There are small engravings on the frame of the mirror of different types of creatures.
I search for scriptures of any kind in it.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Sure. 11.
There is nothing inscribed on the mirror. There's no lettering, no writing, not even ancient Omu that you're used to seeing.
Okay. Unless we want to cover it with something, I think that this is it for it. Do the golems carry some sort of cape or cloth with them?
No, they do not. They are
okay.
literally like flesh golems riveted with iron plates onto them.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the floor, does it look like people are walking in and out of the mirror?
Looking at the floor, the first thing that you notice is obviously the 10 feet into the mirror, the Tomb Guardian's footsteps turn around and return back down the way. Just beyond to 5 feet in front of the mirror, the footsteps appear to be stepping into the mirror.
Okay.
There are no footsteps leaving.
I'm wondering if we want to touch the mirror and see what happens. If that's stupid. I'm saying out loud to no one.
I mean, we have dusted.
Pardon?
What? You like to touch shiny things?
Come and look at this shiny thing. I'm also looking close to the mirror in case something.
Look, the only thing that mirror is going to bring to anyone is trouble. The wizard went in here and he almost got killed. Now you're walking in here with your back turned towards me and thinking that's a good idea too.
We should be careful that it doesn't spawn another one of those invisible assassin things.
Look, we can solve this pretty easily. I can also just smash it with this hammer.
Go ahead.
Probably won't work. Seems like a magical item.
How do you destroy a magical item?
That's
you smash it with a magic hammer.
That's an entire field of study, Elf.
Do we want to dispel it?
In one day.
I could try to dispel it, but it will cost my last high level spell.
I don't think we better should keep our energies for what's next to come.
Yeah, but what is the likelihood that there is a skeleton key trapped in that mirror? I mean, let's not get lost entirely in magic artifacts and traps.
I mean, it's not zero, but so far they appear to be in the open.
Like a little game of hide and seek.
Busted, where would you be on this floor?
I'm not a little skeleton key.
If you could be walking on walls and ceilings, where would you be?
Far from here.
Yeah, probably. I mean, there is the two corridors at least in the main hall. I can check the halls out and see where they lead, so we can find the keys. Because it doesn't seem that the skeleton is out in the open, in the main hallway at least. So we can figure out how they connect to each other. We might have an idea where we need to go. I mean, there's no holes here in the floor as far as I can see. So, not floor, sorry, the ceiling. So, no No skeletons down here on this side, at least. Was there any on the other side with the golem?
Maybe. There's a door in that end.
Oh, well. It might be worth at least having a look from the in the main hallway and see where that hole leads.
Lines first.
You know, it's funny how you people like to take the lead, and then the second scary stuff happens.
He's walking the wrong way again.
Dustin is this way.
What way? There's nothing. I'm looking for the skeleton holes. I'm not gonna stomp around this maze any longer.
What if the skeleton is stuck in the room behind this door?
Then I would have. Then I would have known it by looking at the if the hole up here led in that direction. I mean,
Luna will just take a quick look at the door for any obvious trap, nothing super careful, and then try to open it if there's a handle.
You might be muted, Stefan.
I am indeed. Okay. Lunan. At the end of the corridor, your progress is halted by a formidable obstacle. A massive stone slab blocks your path forward. Painted upon the surface of the slab is a striking image. In intricate detail, the image depicts a gaunt male humanoid shrouded in a hooded cloak that seems to billow and swirl with an otherworldly energy. Its face is a mask of stars, each point gleaming with some celestial light that almost seems to twinkle and dance in the dimness of the corridor. With a sense of solemnity, the figure's withered left hand is raised. Its palm is extended in a gesture of command, or perhaps supplication. Despite the passage of centuries, the image exudes some aura of power and authority, commanding respect and deference from all who behold it.
Is it the figure Lunan potentially remembers from anywhere? Religiously, from religious texts?
Go ahead and you can roll a religion check for me.
I'm really bad at it.
You're
I'm a
cleric,
very
man.
good scholar of the religious.
Unfortunately, nothing jumps to mind.
Is there a handle on the door?
There is not.
A keyhole?
Try bowing.
Try what?
Bow to it. Seems like it wants respect of some kind.
all right, Power Soul, quiet down.
Luna will first try to push it and see if something happens.
It's solid, it doesn't move, it doesn't budge. As you bend and put your hands on the slab and try and push this doorway, nothing happens.
Then he does a not very respectful bow, as in, okay, I'll check it, see if it worked.
You bow to the door, nothing happens.
Look at it. He did it. Okay, let's try something. DM, can't the mirror be picked up from the wall?
Can what?
The mirror be picked up from the wall.
Can you lift it off the wall? Yeah.
You can try.
Someone strong, like Dusted or Jarlena, no offense. Help me.
In fact, Vargo, you've still got Detect Magic.
I have, yeah.
The area between the wall and the mirror is also glowing with magic.
Okay, now that's interesting. Okay. Which kind?
That's transmutation, I think. Hold on.
Have you found the only place in the world that has a magnetism spell that just keeps this thing in place on the wall?
Like
No,
arcane
no,
lock is abjuration, so if it's locked to the wall, it could be abjuration.
no idea, honestly.
Yeah, then it would be abjuration.
Do
Well
you
then.
think that between you and me we can? Let's try.
And if that doesn't work, I'll see.
DM, I think between Dusted and I will try to put the mirror on the floor. Let's see how much it weighs. Like,
Okay, so the two of you approach the mirror and you look around. As you do, you notice that the glowing magical substance, it's milky white in substance, which almost is like concrete between the wall and the mirror itself. Roll an Arcana check for me, please.
okay,
19.
that's 23.
It
Oh,
was
not
only
bad.
possible because a natural 20. Natural 20 for Dustin on this is fucking amazing.
Dusted, you've never
I'm
seen magic like this, but as you do, you look behind and you're like, Fargo, this stuff looks like it's glued on here. And
Oh my
as he says
God.
that, Fargo, you're like, oh yes, of course. In the academy, there was sovereign glue that we used.
Yeah, no,
We'll
this
never
is
get
going
it
to
off.
need.
We'll
Is-
never get it off.
Yeah, no, this is going to need universal dissolvent or something like that. No, no way.
You recall universal solvent, oil of etherealness, or a wish spell.
Or a wish, yeah. Yeah, that's not moving. Okay,
Man.
was worth the try. Maybe I thought that maybe showing the mirror to the door might do, but no.
No, I mean, the only thing that. So the figure is just raising its hand, right?
Yes, it's standing in a pose on the door. Its face is like a constellation of stars, and it has one arm stretched out towards you with its palm up, almost as if to tell you to halt or stop.
Do I recognize the constellation?
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check for me. There's no astronomy check, so
This is not my area of expertise. I'm going to guide myself, which I need, clearly. So, 15.
With a 15, no, you do not recognize the constellation.
Yeah, no.
Well, it's so what's the deal? It's telling us to halt, or is it waving? Like, could you wave back at it?
I wave back at it.
Nothing happens as you wave at the door or the stone slab.
It was a nice try.
Oh, that was the best I got. Yeah.
How
I mean-
many stars were there?
There is a big grouping of about 11.
And are they indented?
They are not indented, no.
I
That's the
try. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Dust is just gonna crawl over everybody and stand in front of the door, and then try to touch the palm of the person on the
Yeah.
face.
High five.
Like just put his hand on top of that. You said halt, so it's like flat against me, or is it?
Which hand?
Oh. So the one hand was telling us to stop, and what was the other hand doing?
So, you are looking at the door,
Yeah.
There is a figure with a withered left hand that is raised with its palm extended in a gesture of like halt or stop.
Yeah. So if I raise my hand just like that to
Mhm.
touch it,
Which hand?
nothing happened. The withered one, the one that tells me to halt. I'm using my right hand because it was his left hand that was raised, right?
Like a mirror.
Oh, yeah.
So his left, your right. Okay.
Yeah.
You stand in front as you slowly raise your right hand and place it on the figure's left hand. The cold stone beneath your palm does nothing.
I try to memorize the posture of the figure.
Uh-huh.
I go back to the room with the mirror
Uh-huh.
and imitate it in front of the mirror. Like halt.
Okay. As you're standing in front of the mirror and you're looking forward, imitating the posture, I need you to roll a charisma saving throw for me, please.
Oh, again. Sure. 10. My token disappeared. Was that on purpose?
It was.
I'm guessing
Well,
abjuration magic all of a sudden. Trying to read this plaque, if there's anything.
Which plaque?
So there is a lot of the plaque that the sort of a mural that tells sort of like from the different levels. I think I found this one was death to fire, die not drown, precious air and falling sand. The army sleeps in silence. The mirror holds 12. Holds 12. Okay. Find the iron scepter's twin. The mace holds the key. So the mirror holds 12. What does that mean? Like, any ideas?
by the way, DM, if
Yeah.
if a 14 would have make a difference, I technically could have gotten a 14.
Yes. Like, where did the wizard go?
Vargo has disappeared from sight. Not only is
Alright,
he
alright.
out of your 60-foot range, no one can see him. But looking down towards the mirror, there is also no outline of him from the room.
I think Luna was looking at the door, but did he hear anything when it happened?
You were looking at the door, Lunan.
Yeah,
You didn't
but did
hear
he
anything.
hear any?
No.
Okay. Then he's still looking at the door.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we should have smashed that mirror. Where's the wizard? I'll go find him.
Luna turns around and looks. Where did he go?
I'll go.
Were you doing something when he disappeared?
No, I mean I raised my hand and nothing happened to the stone. So, but then he went to see the mirror. He's here somewhere. Vago.
Did he walk through it?
Vago.
Oh, don't touch
And
the
Dustin
mirror,
looks
don't
around the
look at
room,
mirror.
expecting Vago to hide where he was hiding before. But doesn't seem like it. Stefan, I walked into this room before, and last time I did, something very terrible happened to me, and I had to make a roll. Do I have to do that again?
You're looking around, are you?
Yeah, he's looking for Vargo, so obviously his sight is going from left to right. So he is gonna probably look at the mirror.
In which case, then yes, as your gaze
Yeah.
glances across the mirror, I would require you, please.
But that's a 10, so I also disappear, I think. Having the same. Yeah, there you go.
Indeed. As the rest of you walk down the corridor, ahead of you, Dusted just all of a sudden disappears.
He put up his hand.
You don't know,
Touched it.
but that is where we are going to take our break. All right. So, Lunan, Yelena, and Valrus, the three of you stand in the corridor.
Luna will
Who's next?
step into the room and look.
Why is it every time there is something weird and creepy, we go and look at it for too long?
That is my question as well.
You have done it in the past, so don't dare.
Are you going to look around the room and investigate, Lunan?
Oh, we should probably keep an eye on him in case he also disappears.
Indeed. So, Lunan, as you investigate and take a look around the room, then, roll a perception check for me, please.
Lunan, hold my hand. So you don't go anywhere.
Interestingly enough, Lunan, you don't really see much in the room to indicate what has happened to them. But from the corner of your eye, you don't actually see yourself in the reflection as you're looking around. But as you are looking around the corner of your eye, you can almost swear that you can see a group of people inside the mirror looking out.
And do I recognize Dusted or Vargo in there?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Yeah.
Alright, I need you to roll a charisma saving throw for me then, please.
Mhm.
As you look directly at the mirror,
So it will be +4 due to Yarlena, I believe.
Yes.
Nice. So you get a 15.
Yeah.
As you look directly at the mirror to quickly see what you saw, all you see is the reflection of the three of you in the room.
I can't figure out where they went. I thought I saw something in the mirror, but there's nothing there.
I wonder if the mirror ate them. They are gone forever.
Maybe.
Either. Did any of you touch the mirror before? We could touch it and see what happens.
I certainly
Or
didn't.
I can still try to dispel it.
But if the mirror ate them and you dispel it, won't they be gone forever?
Maybe. Or it might spit them out. It depends if it transported them away or if it's hiding them inside.
What magic school was it again for the mirror?
Conjuration.
Conjuration. Wouldn't that?
It includes teleportation.
Ah. So it probably has sent them somewhere else.
If it has sent them somewhere and you dispel it, that just means we can't go to wherever it is.
And they would be stuck there forever, basically.
Don't know about forever.
For a long time.
Other than trying to follow, I'm not sure how else we're gonna get them out.
Hmm. This is probably not going to go well for Yana because she is not a smart person. But is it possible to try and discern roundabout-ish, maybe with an arcana, what kind of conjuration spell might be on this mirror?
I mean, you could try. How would you go about doing it?
She doesn't really know a lot about like written magic that isn't divine magic. So
Okay.
it's probably going to be very hard for her, but she knows that there are like she's probably seen Vargo's spell book or seen him use other spell books. So she I guess maybe vaguely knows what arcane magic might look like. And they've
Okay.
had magic items and stuff, but I'm not expecting her to be able to figure much out, but maybe she'll get lucky.
So are you going to examine the mirror closely and...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Run your hands over it, take a look at all the details, the surface.
And probably disappear in the process, yes.
Probably.
Lick the mirror, see what
So-
it tastes like.
She'll give it a lick as well, yeah.
Oh,
For good
okay.
measure.
Because that'll do the trick. Go ahead, roll your Arcana check for me, followed by a Charisma saving throw. The mirror seems very elusive. I mean, it's expensive. It certainly looks that way. But whatever secrets it holds, you are not versed in the arcane arts to be able to decipher them.
Yeah, that's fair. Does she spot anything that could be of interest that she might not understand, but she could point out to like Varys or Lunan?
The
Although
surface.
none of them are probably well versed in. Oh no, Lunan is. He's a wizard cleric.
He's a wizard priest, isn't he?
Yeah.
There are like random etchings of creatures on the inner frame of the mirror.
Yeah, she'll point them out to Lunan and say, "I'm good at reading written magic, but I don't know if maybe these things mean anything. Do you either of you two know? Lunan probably more than you, Varys, because you're a sorcerer, like me. And
I
we know nothing.
will also try to figure it out and ask Ayun for help. I guide myself.
Okay.
Can I try and help him as well?
Alright, go on then.
Putting our collective brain cells together.
I mean, yeah.
Ooh.
So
Combined IQ of 10?
That's unfair. I was gonna go with 40.
I think that's being a
Dustin
bit
is not there
generous.
to drag it down.
Why don't you go ahead and roll an Arcana check with advantage then?
awesome. Unfortunately, the thingy where I write or add a d4 is gone. So could someone roll a d4 for me?
Already coming.
Dusty
Buster
got
was first.
Dusty got a 2, Vargo got a 1. Which
So 9.
is not enough in this case to tell exactly what it is. There is something strange about the mirror.
In the neighborhood. Who's we gonna call? Ghost.
But without
Dusters.
actually using magic to identify it, unfortunately, you're unable to discern exactly what it is that is so sinister or even captivating by this mirror.
So good that the identifier is gone. Or do you know how to identify?
Fortunately not.
Neither do I. Oh, wait. Even if we had a scroll, it would be in the bag of holding. Which is
True.
also gone. Oh dear. Is this where we just walk into it and accept our fate? Or we turn around and forget about it?
I'm gonna place my hand in the middle of the mirror. I'm telling to the others I'm not doing it yet. And if I disappear, do the same. Maybe it's a delay, but who cares?
You place your
Okay.
hand in the middle of the mirror, yes?
I will place my hand on the mirror and see if something happens. If it gives, or if
Are you going to be looking in the mirror while you do this?
sure.
Alright then, go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw for me.
+4.
Nothing happens.
It's not touching it, that does it. But I feel a draw to it.
Maybe you need to give in to the draw?
Maybe. I will try to give in to it. I will look in and try to fail if I can. The charisma save.
I mean, I guess you could purposefully fail a charisma save? Is that what you want to
Try
do?
not to resist it. Yeah.
I mean, then why don't you
We're
roll with
all killing
disadvantage?
ourselves. We're killing ourselves now.
Go ahead and roll with
Aren't
disadvantage.
Yeah, it will take a step back.
I'm just too charismatic, maybe. 10. There we go.
Lunan disappears from sight. Almost as if he just vanishes. Gone.
Great. I appreciate the effort, though.
So do you think we should follow? I'm not entirely sure if I can. I can. I have a +12.
I'll give it a go. I touch the mirror.
Goodbye. I will be here when you get back.
You going to look into the mirror as you do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw for me.
Well,
Nothing happens. The two most charismatic characters, both now standing here.
Just smack it. That was what I was
right
going to
now
do
I'm
anyway.
stuck with you.
You could say the same. I'm stuck with you. Give in to it.
Believe me, my fate is
Please.
far worse than yours.
Oh, this is couple counseling on a whole new
Just
level.
give in to the mirror and go away.
Nothing to do with your mug staring back at me, but alright.
That should make it all the more easier.
Try and give into the mirror.
Are you going to try and look into it again?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a charisma save for me again.
Maybe. Maybe.
I need you to roll a d12 as you disappear.
Oh, Mo.
That's a 10.
That is a 10. Ooh. Now roll a d4 for me, please. I mean, technically... Valrus, you disappear from sight, Yolena, as you're watching this, when all of a sudden you hear a shuffle from behind you. Dusted, without any warning whatsoever, the surrounding area that you were in all of a sudden changes, and you find yourself standing corridor stretching out ahead of you, blue light from behind you.
Okay.
Whoa. Where am I? And he turns around and sees Yelena.
Mm-hmm.
Are
Hopefully.
you back or have I moved?
No. It's the thing imprisons you. It puts you in a jail cell. How did you get me out? Where's everyone? Doesn't just look around. There's just the two of us.
Because you and Vargo disappeared. We're trying to figure out the mirror, but none of us can identify it. So Lunan
So we are
tried
going back to
giving
my
in
plan.
them,
We are going back to my plan and destroying this jail right now.
but
I'm
we
smacking
can't,
it
it's
with my
magic.
hammer.
It's
I'm
magic.
still
Roll to
gonna
hit.
try. Oh, what? Okay.
Roll to hit.
Dustin takes out his mallet or his magic warhammer
Uh-huh.
and takes a swing at it. For 20.
Blimey.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll some damage for me, Dustin, as you step up towards the mirror and swing. The hammer
6
almost
damage only.
crackles, but then you hear it, but nothing else happens as the mirror almost seems to withstand that weak blow.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna take another swing in the same 6 seconds. Yeah. 19.
Uh-huh. Go ahead and roll some damage or weakness.
Oh god. It's a strength weapon. What am I supposed to do with this? But it's bludgeoning. I hope that would help against the glass.
It cracks some more, and as it does, the blue flickering light begins to almost start winking out and slowly dimming.
If you're not stop, he's gonna keep smashing it until it breaks. If you're not stopping him.
on,
no,
then.
she was gonna join in.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can roll. Sorry.
It's not bludgeoning, but can she use her short sword on it?
Of course you can.
Oh, cool. She will hack at it with her short
Oh,
sword.
jeez, yeah. See, that's more efficient.
I guess she'll
Way
do
more efficient.
2 attacks on it, assuming it doesn't.
Alright. How much damage is all of that?
24.
24.
Yeah, plus
As the
plus my
warhammer
8. Yeah. So.
smashes into the mirror and bounces off. Small cracks have begun to appear on the surface of it. Yelena steps forward with her short sword and with 2 mighty blows swings and smashes directly into the mirror. The force of the second blow, you see the cracks that Dustin initially created spiderweb crawl epically quickly across the surface of the mirror as little trinkets and clinks, and then all of a sudden the glass blows out towards the two of you. I need you both to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Being shattered with glass here.
Jeez, like 22 is passes.
Ow.
Plus 4,
Get an extra
13.
4. Yeah.
Oh, 13. Yeah. Don't think it's enough, but yeah.
Okay, Dustin, you take 3 points. Yelena, you take 1 point as shards of glass fly out across the room, covering all of you. Instantly, as you duck, Valrus, Lunan, and Vargo, I need you please to roll a d6 each for me.
What's coming out of that mirror, DM? What's coming? 1.
I don't care as long as you guys come out. At this point.
Find out.
I will try to reload my page and see if I can roll after that.
Okay.
Vargo, you got
If
a
you need.
1.
Mm-hmm.
Valrus, you got a 3. And then let's wait for Lunan. Then Yelena and Dusted, I need you
No.
both to roll a d8, please.
Right. 6.
Mm-hmm. And a 1 for
There is
Yelena.
dice to roll both in the chat, but also on the left of the screen. Maybe one of those. Yeah, there you go.
I rolled a 2.
So 1, 2, 3.
2. Okay. Well, that's pretty decent. As soon as
No
the...
one teleported into someone else, at least.
True. Although I have a bit of an issue now. Because as the mirror shatters...
Oh. Hello?
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no!
And a dude. Okay.
They might not all be hostile. Maybe we could talk to them. Maybe.
What
But some
the
of them
hell is that?
definitely look
That's a
hostile.
drow, okay.
That's a drow, a troll, a minotaur, and a dude walk into a room with a mirror.
Walk into a mirror.
God.
And they're trapped in there for a while until a crazy cat person comes
Oh
and smashes it.
no! Not one of
No.
us!
I mean, what's the chance that they are all on the same team? I mean, if they're going to attack, they should attack each other as well.
Yeah, the drow will probably hate everybody. Drow.
Actually, let's try to parlay. I mean, someone here has to be nice.
Exactly.
Let's
My
hope
bet is-
so.
Make good use of that charisma.
Right. I
yeah.
would like everybody to roll initiative, please.
I still will say I think my solution was the better one.
Yes.
Which solution was it?
Smashing the mirror.
Yeah. I agree. I actually agree. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, there was nothing else to do, even if just one person got stuck there.
Who's that?
Well, now we know who the 12 were that was inside the mirror. I guess the troll just takes extra space.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah, okay. Let's see.
And that's interesting. So the...
Barris has 21 DM, by the way.
Yes, indeed.
Valrus has a 21. Do I need to add 4 to anyone else's? Because you're all in Yelena's range.
Yeah, but
You need 10 on Lunan.
Lunan 10. Oh, that's not going to do.
Yep.
Hold on.
it's funny that this is exactly how I will have positioned ourselves, regardless of. Fine, we're fine.
Okay, so then... that one
Good
goes
thing that we
there.
have that fireball.
And then the other chap was...
I have to vacate the premises first.
Okay. Nice.
How tight is it in this room?
Very.
Yeah, the troll is here, yeah.
Enough.
That's not gonna work. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, no worries. I've got you down there. But I want to...
This dungeon is fun. I
20.
I was not expecting this. Okay.
This is gonna be the party total kill if they're all hostile.
Nah. We're fine.
It's
They're-
kind of amazing.
They are all clustered together. Like it's a nice position for us.
And you have another firebolt up your pocket.
Okay. Glass shards fly everywhere, Yelena and Dustin, as you take cover, diving out of the way, when all of a sudden, the room seems to just fill with
Bueno.
occupants. Everyone pushing everyone else out of the way as the mirror smashes and ejects all of the prisoners within into the room where you are standing. Yelena, you survey the scene around you. Your companions in front of you, behind you. A corridor full of unknown and potentially dangerous enemies. Or maybe not. Over to you.
Do any of them currently look like immediately hostile? I imagine the troll probably does. Maybe not the Minotaur. I'm not so sure. The drow would probably hate absolutely everybody. That's what I'm expecting.
Why do you want to roll a perception check?
Yeah, because she wants to try and, or I want to try and discern like how aggressive people are already before. I plan on spending my turn trying to at least convince not everybody to try and kill us.
Fair enough.
Roll the insight.
I'll roll my perception. Oh,
Nice.
21. Okay. So, from your point of view, there is only one creature in here that you would ascertain is non-hostile, and that is the one right next to you, below you on the map.
these are human?
As a paladin from the Fae, many of these creatures, particularly the ones crowding the corridor in front of you, are pretty nasty. The two humans at the back of the corridor, however, might prove different. There are 3 humans in the corridor.
Oh,
In the area.
raise her voice a bit. She'll speak in common first, and then she'll speak in Elven for the drow's benefit. And maybe one of the others will understand Elvish, but I doubt it. And she'll just say, "We don't need to fight. We can show you the way out of this stupid pyramid thing, and you can go and do whatever you want, but we don't need to fight, please. This place is horrible enough." That's as much as I can manage.
Okay. And then anything else?
She doesn't want to immediately attack them, so if that doesn't take her action, she will just spend her action dodging.
Okay. Yeah, you can use your action to dodge, no problem.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me just quickly... The drow, given that talking is free, the drow replies to you in Elvish. And he says, "I will be happy to aid you in this combat. We can ensure each other's survival. Let us strike down these monsters."
I accept.
The human right at the back is a female. She's armored. The first thing you notice, the female human right at the back, she is definitely Chultan as well. And she raises her sword. "I will help you for Queen Napaka!"
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I need to search that immediately.
She'll give a thumbs up.
The human in front of her is wearing, I'll probably say studded leather armor. He's carrying a long sword.
No, it's fine.
He looks weary. He looks like he's tired of whatever's taken hold of him. However, he is wearing a bandana tied to his bicep, which is bright yellow.
Oh, the yellow banner. There we go.
Hey, we
And
found
he
one of
too
them.
raises his sword and he says, "I, Biff Longsteel, shall assist and join your cause, my lady."
Oh, my lady, did you hear that, Valrus? I'm a lady.
The
What did you just say?
Oh,
The four-armed gargoyle doesn't understand squat.
Yeah.
He just looks at you
course.
menacingly.
She'll just glare at the gargoyle.
The Minotaur. Oh, interesting.
The
At the-
circle.
At the sound of the woman's voice right at the back, the Minotaur's ears perk up and he snorts and nods, acknowledging her.
Oh my god, they're friends.
So who's not friends at the moment? The troll and the gargoyle?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
The troll in front of you, his eyes are pointing in completely different directions. As you look at him, his body is scarred. He's completely intact. With a 21, what you notice though is there are almost like fresh wounds that are healing, almost as if he's been chewing his fingers and then eating them and waiting for them to grow back and chewing his fingers.
Oh.
The eyes on this creature are unlike anything you've ever seen before. They are bloodshot and red. The pupils are like a grim golden green. And his long teeth, you can actually see bits of his own fingers and flesh in his mouth. There's bits of froth and dried blood caked across his mouth as well. Almost as if he's consumed himself in his boredom and allowed his body to grow whole again.
Yeah, he sounds like fun at parties.
Yeah, he really does.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Party trick.
Maybe it would be best just to put him out of his misery.
The human
Before he puts his
Chultan-
hours out of hours, yeah.
The human Chultan in front of you, Yelena, he looks around bewildered as he listens to your speech. He drops to his knees and he bursts into tears.
No,
And
don't cry. It's
curls
okay.
up into a ball on the ground. Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me!
We're not going to kill you.
He is reasonably well dressed. The robe that he's been wearing is tattered. It's frayed all over the place, but you can see that at some point it was expensive because it's got small threads of gold sticking out from the stitching all around it as well. At some point this man must have come into some sort of wealth, but right now he is just a puddle of fear.
I mean, with all the like nobles and all that kind of stuff, and all nobles could be anyone.
Yeah. Oh boy. So we got the troll and the gargoyle to deal with. Not too bad.
I think we can focus on the troll for now.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? Maybe the troll is friendly.
Look,
I don't know, but I think he might just be putting out his misery. He's been eating himself.
Well,
I'm sure that's probably made him go crazy.
And that brings us to Vargo.
After casting Bless using my Fate Touch feet. Vargo says, "Listen to the Eladrin. You don't want to piss her. Trust me."
That's not that scary.
So you're casting Bless, Fargo.
I am in
Nice.
Dusted, Jorlena, and Barris.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, I lose the detect magic. That's all.
Okay. Then that'll bring us to Dusted Coal.
So are we attacking the troll or?
Yes.
And Dustin pulls out his dagger,
Mm-hmm.
still wearing his shield, and
start-
then. Oh, sorry? I start cutting fingers
Cutting
off? Yeah.
Yakuza style.
Oh, this is not good.
Nope, that's a fail.
And it's a 1, worst of all.
Yeah. That's okay. You've got a buffer in front of you, don't you?
Ah,
No, you don't.
23.
Don't troll have a long range anyway.
23. Does 23 hit? Please say it.
Absolutely, it does. Yes. A 23
Oh,
hits.
thank God. I'm gonna deal this 1d4 plus 7. So 9 damage. And then mark it. So if it attacks anyone. Oh, wait. I forgot to roll the bless, but that doesn't matter. If it attacks anyone but me, it has disadvantage. And it has advantage at attacking me. So, I mean, it has all the reasons to hurt me. And I think for my bonus action, just because I can, I'm gonna use second wind.
Mhm.
D10 plus 9 hit points back. Are you kidding me? Oh well. 11 hit points.
Okay, I mean,
It's better than nothing, and I'm no longer bloodied for as long as that lasts.
okay. Anything else?
That's it for Dustin. He cannot really go anywhere.
Then that brings us to Valrus, followed by the troll.
I am a bit wary about shooting at the golem because there are so many things in the way. And if I accidentally hit, they might get angry. So I'm just going to throw a firebolt at the troll.
Okay.
See, I knew you would come around hitting this thing.
Well, you've already started, so might as well finish the job.
Look, he does not seem to be in a good place.
A
It
27
won't be
hits.
soon.
I wonder how long everybody has been in that prison.
For 14 points of fire damage.
Roll sweet to that.
14 points. Nice. What was that, Dusted?
No, it's like trolls and fire. Please work.
The fire splashes into the troll as it rears back slightly. Ever so slightly, you can also smell troll flesh burning. It almost smells like, I don't know if you've ever had that knock people at Halloween where they leave poo in a bag and set it on fire.
Oh God.
You can see the like crispy black pieces of his flesh almost curling back. The smell assaults your senses, Varus. The troll spares his teeth towards you. Anything else?
I snarl back at it, and then my turn.
Okay, which then brings us to the troll. Alright. And takes a big sniff of the air. As he looks forward, Dusted, he's going to claw and bite at you and try and claw at Yolena in an attempt to make space to reach the fire wielding sneak ahead of him. So, normal attack at you, Dusted, or advantage, did you say?
I rolled a 1, so I think that is with advantage. Yeah.
So, here comes the bite.
Mhm. That just hits.
23.
Yeah.
And here comes the claw.
Yep. That doesn't hit.
So just bite damage for you, which is 6 points. And then Yelena
Alright.
is going to try and claw you with disadvantage because he's marked. Oh, he gets a natural 1.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Which means-
disadvantage on him.
All attacks, let's make Baned to mark him up like that. And that will be the troll's turn. Right. Next up is our boy Biff. As he bears his longsword, he is going to attack the giant 4-armed gargoyle. Just double check what it's. And that is 2 misses, unfortunately. As he swings and misses 2 times. That is going to bring us to the end of his turn. Which then brings us to the drow. Standing in the corner. Oh boy. The drow is going to cast mage armor on himself. Let me just...
That actually seems pretty smart.
Okay, so that'll be his action. Unfortunately, he is mashed in between some people, so he won't be able to do anything else. Which then brings us to the lady right at the back. And she is going to use an ability and swap places, moving in towards the gargoyle. Holy cow. Okay, so she hits twice. 10, 12, 22,
Oh my god. I'm glad we didn't have to fight her.
34, 40 points of damage.
Wow.
Wow.
She's one tough cookie.
I'm glad we freed her. I am glad we freed her. This was the
Yeah.
correct solution to the question.
Maybe she'll help us.
And
Violence is always the solution.
as she finishes, she lets out a bellowing cry and she says, "Zal! Charge!" And points,
Oh, they're buddies.
The Minotaur.
which brings us next to the Minotaur, who is going to move right past the drow. I'm gonna have to do this.
Just
Oh,
lift him
drow
out of the way,
behind me.
basically.
Basically, yeah, picks him out of the way as he goes horns down. Valrus, you can understand Abyssal, can you?
Infernal, I think, only.
Only Infernal, okay. No worries. As he drops his horns and he goes for a goring charge attack. With a 21, that'll hit. For 20 points of damage. Okay. That will bring us to Lunan.
You might be muted, buddy.
No, I'm not. But I just sighed very heavily, trying to think. To fire or not to fire?
That is the question.
I will look at the big slimy guy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I will look at this guy
Okay.
and try to stun him.
Oh, interesting. All right, that's a wisdom save, isn't it?
Yep.
Ooh,
16, I believe.
that's a fail. Okay.
So he does not get to move until after the end of my next turn.
Till after the
Or sorry,
end.
its next turn.
Until the end of its next turn, but he can
Yep.
attack, just not move.
No, it's stunned. It
He's stunned,
can't do
yes.
anything. And I believe there might be some advantages against it. So.
Well, that is pretty nifty, seeing as he was going last and he gets 5 attacks.
Yep, I remember.
Yeah, and the lady there
Dangerous.
that hits him very powerfully will probably like it too.
Anything else, Lunan?
No, I'm pretty packed as a sardine in here.
Alright then.
That's my turn.
That'll bring us next to the chap lying on the ground in the tattered robe. He cries a lot more. In amongst all of the crying, you can't really hear what he's saying, but he's going to spend his turn feeling sorry for himself. Gargle can't move, which brings us to top of the round with Yelena.
Yeah. She's gonna attack the troll.
Do your worst. You get advantage on everything.
Oh, that was nearly a 20. I'll do 2 attacks.
Oh,
Do they both hit?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. 24 points.
Oh nice.
I think that will probably. I'm tempted to put the Shield of Faith on the Drow or Dusted, because Dusted is getting kind of low. But the troll's attention is more on trying to get Varys.
At the moment, yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. The troll isn't at all interested in the Drow, is it?
Well, the Drow's only really just been put in front of the troll. Doesn't appear so.
Okay. She will put Shield of Faith on Dusted because the troll has been mean to Dusted recently.
Ah, naughty troll.
Naughty troll. That would be her bonus action.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll just add 2 to this.
+2 AC. Nice.
Yeah.
So Dusted at that put you on 26.
No, it puts me on 24 because I have 20 without shield, 22 with shield, and then 24 with shield and shield of faith.
Nice.
So 24.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Yelena?
That will be all.
Which then brings us to Vargo.
Yeah. I just point my arm over Dusted. Stay still. Red. Yeah, there. I firebolt the troll. 16.
16 is a miss.
Do you
Mm,
have an advantage?
But you have
Why?
advantage.
why?
He rolled a
Natural.
natural 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Then I still miss.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Oh. Anything else, Vargo?
Nope.
Alright. As you take a backseat on this round, we move over to Slayer Cole.
Let's have 2 attacks with the dagger. See if I can hit. Is it that with advantage as well, since he's clumsy?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. That's a crit. So I just roll normal roll, and then with
And add max.
well, I add max, which was a D4, so it's just 4. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just roll normally. That's a 9 plus 4. That is 13.
Mm-hmm.
And another one. Attack. A yar. 25. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
For another 9 damage, so a total of 22 damage. And marking him again, so if he attacks anyone else than me, it's with disadvantage.
Okay.
Trying to take a stand against this troll.
Anything else?
And that's... I cannot really move anywhere, so he'll just stay here.
Alright. Then that brings us to our Fire Slinger, Valrus.
Gonna keep taunting the big troll and shoot more fire at it.
I see absolutely no way this could backfire.
Haha.
Do I? And advantage.
It hits.
I'll roll for a crit.
Yeah.
Close. Pew pew pew. Ooh, 18.
That's a good roll.
That is a good roll. Very good roll.
Look at the wrist.
Okay, the troll is on 7 hit points.
No, I cannot kill steal it. The drow is gonna get it. No.
Drow's gonna kill steal it.
As the stench of burning shit fills the confines. All around you, it is the troll's turn.
Unless.
Mm-hmm. Unless, go on.
Oh yeah, you can quickening a cantrip.
Quick!
Ooh, this is why I like to tell you when they're so close. Go on, Varus. Take the glory.
I do have advantage. Do I want to? No, I'm just gonna cantrip.
Come on, Maximus, finish him.
That advantage got
Oh,
him.
that's a crit.
Oh, my
critical.
Oh my god!
He's dead.
Like a miniature
tension here.
fireball.
The tension here is gonna be revolting.
I mean, he's dead anyways. I'll just post the regular.
Roll it.
That's not even taking into account the extra critical. So,
Yeah, that's at
No.
least 30
27.
points of damage.
yeah.
That would
say.
be 31 actually. Yeah, with the measure we did before, so it's really really powerful.
Standing at the corner
A
of the
beam
far
of
end
fire.
of the room, troll glaring at you, Valrus throws first one firebolt, smashing into the troll. The echoes of a moaning human Chultan below on your feet, begging for his life. You just seem to ignore it as you see the troll almost falter. The stench of shit fills your nose, burning shit. And then you're like, fuck it. Quickening a spell, just almost with a flick of your wrist, as you fly another firebolt into the troll. A look of shocked surprise crosses his face. And then all of a sudden the realization, I won't heal my way out of this one. The troll falls down, face first. Almost crushing the drow in front of him.
I was about to ask, is any of us getting crushed? Because that is a really large creature in a small confined space.
Yeah.
A very large creature, isn't it? As he slumps down on both of his knees with a huge burning hole in the center of his chest. The burning almost just seems to take over like a curtain on fire. The flames rise all the way up. Burning hair fills the room, the smell of it. The drow takes a step back. Ugh. Flicks off some of the shit off the bottom of his boot. Turns around and gives you a bit of a wink. Alright, that's the end of the troll. Which brings us then to Biff Longsteel, who then moves back over there and pulls out a crossbow, takes aim and fires it at the gargoyle. Oh, and he actually manages to hit. Oh, fabulous. Okay. That is a D8. Well, at least he did some damage.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Poor Biff.
Alright, that brings us to the end of Biff's turn, which then brings us to the drow in front of you, Yarlena. Turning around, he gives Valrus a bit of a wink, and oh,
Yep.
okay. That would be a bit.
A sorcerer.
He is going to cast Misty Step as a bonus action.
Let's get out of there.
Nope, there's only
I like
30
that guy.
left. So he Misty Steps in between the two. That's his bonus action. And then as his action, he is going to cast Magic Missile.
Good choice.
Yes. Let me just double check because he is going to upscale his Magic Missile to 4th level.
So that's 6 dots.
So that is going to be 64 plus 6, yeah?
Yeah.
$20 points as magical darts fly over the woman in front bearing the greatsword and slam into the gargoyle in front of him. All of them hitting home. Alright. Gives himself a bit of a smirk as he then nudges the woman in front, and she gets on with the business of murder. Right, she is going to make 3 attacks. Let's see, why don't Lunan, Dusted and Yolena roll a d20 plus 9 for me to do the attacks for her.
Yeah, don't trust me with that.
Plus 9.
I did do +9. That's what's sad.
Okay. So Yelena and Lunan, your hits land. It's 4d6 plus 5.
Oh,
19 doesn't crit, right? Like natural 19 roll.
For her, no. She does not have that as a skill.
Oh.
18, yeah? 34. Oof. Gargoyle is not looking good. He is definitely on his last legs. Which brings us to the end of her turn, and the Minotaur in front then, let's get Vargo to roll a d20 plus 6. After charging, it raises a great axe in its hand and swings.
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, go on. d20 plus 6.
Oh. Alrighty, that will be 19 to hit.
A 19 hits, so the great axe does 2d12 plus 4.
On it. Wait, what? How much? Okay.
Oh,
That's 11.
Oh, that's a pity. But still, the gargoyle is on 21 HP.
Go on, Lunan.
Which brings us to Lunan, the bottom of round 2.
Steal it.
I'm more or less just saying stay to him as I try to stun him again.
Wow.
Oh, you cheeky bastard. A wisdom save.
Yeah.
Oh.
No!
Oh, well, yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay.
I'll stay where I am.
Groveling at your feet, the poor Chultan continues to cry. I mean, it literally hasn't even been 10 seconds yet. So that brings us to the end of his turn. But now the gargoyle hasn't been stunned, so he gets his normal attacks, yeah?
Yep.
All of
Okay.
his attacks, holy shit.
All of his attacks. And he is actually going to concentrate all of his attacks on the Minotaur. He needs a 14 to hit. So that's 1 bite. That's a miss. That's a hit. It's 2 hits. That's a miss. It's 3. Claw, claw, claw. That's a hit. So it's 1 bite and 2 claws. So the bite does 12. 23. 32. Okay, which brings us to the top of the round with Yarlena.
Oh boy. She can't really run in as the Minotaur. So she's gonna use Ray of Frost
Okay.
on the gargoyle.
Now, I will.
Is it likely to hit the Minotaur?
You need a 17 to hit the gargoyle and a 14 to hit the Minotaur. So if you miss and get
no,
a
I don't
15
wanna
or a
hit.
16,
I don't want to hit the Minotaur.
you'll hit the Minotaur because you're firing into
Um,
combat. I'm not giving the gargoyle cover, so that's the trade-off.
I can't move on to the same square as the Minotaur briefly and move back.
I mean, technically he's an ally, so I guess you could.
I will go for doing that. I'll take the attack of opportunity. She'll run up and attempt to stab the gargoyle twice.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh,
Oh, a 15 is
That-
a
a
miss.
miss. Oh wait, I have a D4.
Bless, you're blessed.
No, it wasn't enough. Oh wait.
18,
Yes.
18.
I ha-
The first
Is
hit's an
18 enough?
18. Roll another d4.
Oh. I thought I needed a 19 for some reason. Oh, it's okay. For the second
So
one, I
one-
have something else.
One hit you land, yes.
I'm gonna use my favored by the gods
Oh, okay.
for an extra 2d4. There we go. Both hit.
Let's.
Okay.
We need 21. Come on. Yes. Come on.
2 hits for the short sword. Here we go.
Oh,
12.
yes, you cannot
Oh
blew it.
my
Yeah, it's
God.
guaranteed. It's oh yes.
22! With one additional point, Yelena, you weave in between the Minotaur swinging his great axe, and as you do, you land one blow. Your eyebrows lift as you go, come on! The gods favor me! And a upper swing manages to cleave the gargoyle right underneath its chin.
Woo!
As it splits its face in half, the stone drops to the ground and the gargoyle falls down, motionless, onto the ground.
I mean, technically, you were blessed by Vargo, but
And I use favored by the gods. All the blessings.
And after that kill, you then step backwards, yes?
Yeah, she'll step back.
Okay.
She'll give the lady a thumbs up, and the Minotaur a thumbs up as she walks past.
Which, by my recollection, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, now is when we take care of the rest of them.
what?
Nothing. Forget about it.
The drow
Charlie,
hears you and
go
goes,
in.
yes!
Oh.
Now we know Papa Subtle has an ally in here. It's the drow.
Oh my god.
Fargo, that means it's your turn.
Well done, friends. Well done. Nothing to see here. You, come on, get up. You're making a mess of yourself.
I think it is time we. Do you all want to leave?
Who are you talking to?
She'll be looking at them, and I'll try not to be vague. She'll try not to be vague when she says leave. She'll say, "Want to see the exit? Go to the exit of this dungeon." Because otherwise,
But
they
isn't
might think
that-
she's threatening to kill them.
Isn't that closed off? No,
Is it closed off? I can't
I
remember.
think
It
it closed after an hour after we got in or something.
Oh, she doesn't remember.
Oh well.
Although I don't know if the exit is open at the moment, actually.
The female Chultan warrior looks up at you. Well done. Queen Napaka will be delighted.
It
Come!
wouldn't have been possible without all of you.
Impossible?
It wouldn't have been possible without all of you.
Urgh, she flexes her muscles and kisses the blade of her greatsword.
I like this woman.
Same. You are very
Look,
strong.
you cannot just like the snake woman and this woman and every woman we come across.
Of course!
It's
What-
not.
what
It's just.
would you like?
It's just those with abs. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I get you.
Come, Elfling! And Zal steps aside as she steps forward, Yelena, and places her arm on your forearm. I am Lucano. You fight well, even though for a skinny little elf.
Ha ha ha!
She has a point. She has a point.
I have more muscles than all of these. She points them
Yeah,
all
and
out.
that's the point. That's kind of the point, Jalen.
I think Dustin
like
has
one more.
10. I think I have
Dustin
slightly
has
more.
Okay,
Dustin
has
is
one more,
Lunan.
so-
Dustin is as well built as Lunan at this point because I think Luna has 10 too.
Yeah.
Is it over? Oh no! Oh, I am alive! Oh! The merchant on the ground has stopped his crying. Please, sir! And he grabs you round the waist, Valrus, as he starts to slowly try and pull himself up. Oh, you've saved my life. You are like a magician, unlike anything I've ever seen.
For God or, you know.
Hey, don't stroke your ego too much.
But where are we? What? How long has it been? I've been trapped inside a prison.
It seems to be the case, yeah.
I think it might have been
Complicated
a
story.
while for everybody.
That was an extra dimensional space, actually.
Oh.
Hence why you didn't need to eat or sleep or, you know.
But the troll ate his fingers.
Out of boredom,
Hold on.
probably.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Do not recognize this place at all.
I must see my
That
wife
goes
and
for
children.
anyone.
Oh,
Oh. Wait, but if all of these people have been imprisoned by the building of this thing, most of them anyway.
What's happened when, sure, in case they didn't hear, Varys will ask the others down the corridor, what were you all doing before you ended up in the mirror?
who are you addressing?
The three, she'll address the Minotaur, but she doesn't know if he understands. So the three in the corridor, the lady, the drow.
Humanoids.
Yeah, the humanoids. She'll repeat it in Elvish for the drow's benefit.
Alright, well, seeing as you've been speaking in common first, Lucanu, the female warrior, steps forward and she says, I am Lucanu, bodyguard to Queen Napaka, and this is my, I suppose you could call him sidekick, Zal, Minotaur extraordinaire, my companion,
Salve.
Zal.
Okay.
We
Right.
were trapped here when Omu fell. The trolls.
Oh, okay.
How many years of that? Is that 400 years or something? Wasn't that kind of the thing?
400 years. Both the
Do you happen to-
merchant, the drow, and her, their mouths open. 400 years.
For clarity's sake, the current year is, and I say the current year, DM.
The merchant begins to burst out into tears again as he turns around. He starts hammering his fists against the wall right in front of you, Valrus, and then starts headbutting the wall. No!
Yeah.
Dustin's gonna try and subdue him. Just so he doesn't hurt himself.
Yeah,
I know
Lunan,
this is... Go ahead.
Lunan is just watching him and trying to just he thinks it's a bit weird that he's here, so he wanna use his insight to see if he's acting or actually feeling what he's feeling.
Alright, then you roll an insight check, and Dusted, you roll an athletics check for me.
Yeah.
Oh. Very good.
Dusted, you manage to stop him after he strikes his head twice against the wall. Lunan, he is definitely not play acting. Something has caused him to lash out, unable to accept the situation that he is in.
Listen, I know the situation might not look good, but we'll do what we can to get you out of here, or take your revenge of the person who did this to you if you want.
I imagine it was probably the Lich, you know.
It is, yeah.
Don't worry, we're going to try and kill him.
That's the plan.
That's-
might-
Hey,
might-
you over there, the elf. What's your name?
The drow looks up as he puts a hand on his chest, cocks his head. Let me just double check if he can. I'm pretty sure he can. Not understand common.
I don't know
Oh.
if drows understand common, Vargo. We don't.
That's-
talk to them very much.
But both you and I can translate if necessary. I think, Delama. Well, I'm doing, I suppose.
Yeah, she'll translate for Vargo.
Mind you, your Elvish you had been translating previously, and he introduces himself as Tad Zolbrus.
His name is Tad Zolbrus.
Okay, Talp. And you behind? I see you have the yellow banner signed on.
Biff.
Biff! As he slowly moves forward and he says, "Yes, indeed, I am Biff.
Biff.
Biff Longsteel is the name. I was
Biff.
part of... What? It is a strong name.
Sure.
Well, anyway, yes. I was a follower
Did
of
you
the
ha-
company of the Yellow Banner. We
All right.
We ventured into this accursed tomb. Yes.
You
Searching.
haven't
is-
been here very long.
Is this person a lady or a lad? DM.
Biff Longsteel is a human male.
Of course he is. Okay.
Yes.
So
He knows your brother.
yeah, I was wondering, do you happen to enter the tomb accompanied of a human by the name of Adeline?
Part of the Yellow Banner, of course. Yes. We all came in. Trapped in here we were. I was bringing up the rear. And my
Wait.
company just started disappearing one by one.
Who were you accompanied
Dust-
with?
Dusted gonna turn his head to Lunan and speak in Elvish and say, might want to check if there is a Biff in that ledger that we found earlier.
Yeah.
Mentioned anywhere.
Your letter will lead into Vargo and say, "Did we find most of their bodies upstairs?"
We did. I want to know why he came as far as he did.
I was
mean,
looking for my companions. They disappeared. I found myself wandering these corridors aimlessly in the dark alone. It was then I was chased by one of those steel monstrosities. The only light I could find was the blue twinkling from this mirror.
It was quite enchanting. That is true.
Next thing I knew, I was in a dark cell amongst the stars, unable to escape. And then I appeared here. It is uncanny.
It is, quite certainly. And you said you were one of the. Who you say you were? I say to the novel that was crying here. What's your name?
My name is Etan. I am. Oh, well, mind you, by the 400 years ago, I was a merchant. I used to have a villa in Omu, and then the plague. It came. It killed everyone. My family, no, it took my family. I was wandering aimlessly through the rubble and ruins. And then I got trapped underground and found myself wandering in the dark. And much like this yellow man, Biff, I could only see through the light of this blue mirror. I got trapped inside a cell. Dark as night. nothing but the twinkling of stars to keep me company.
All right, I hear you, buddy. And do you
Okay,
happen to
well.
understand us, big boy? I say to the Minotaur. Sal?
The Minotaur snorts and looks at you and without understanding in his eyes.
Oh.
Okay. Lucano, how do you usually communicate with your buddy here?
He's my companion. I've trained him since he was a boy. Zal. The Minotaur's head pops up as he looks at her and she says, "Sit!" Great axe in hand, he crouches down on his haunches.
This is somehow demeaning, but okay.
I don't know if I
Um,
needed a demonstration.
If you have Havasadal living in you, I think that the first thought would be like, "Oh, how can I teach other people to do that?"
nah. I'm not that far lost. Not yet, at least.
Wait, what was your story? And she'll ask the drow in Elvish. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry.
Lucano?
Tal,
No, that's the warrior.
Tal, something.
It began with a Z, baby.
Lad
Or
Zolbrus.
Lad Zolbrus.
Yes. In an almost musical voice, Lad tells you, well, I had come to visit the spectacle that was Omu. I'd heard about its fall and its destruction, and they were looking for work, but I was just a visitor who happened upon the entrance of the tomb. Unbeknownst to me, it was one filled with traps or many in its construction. And as a construction architect myself, finding out the inner workings of the tomb was like a bee to honey. I had to find out. So I ventured into the depths, only to be trapped by my inquisitiveness.
A kindred spirit, Vargo.
Yeah, I was
If
about to
only
say.
we could understand each other. What
Yeah.
a shame.
There's so much you could learn from each other.
So bad, I don't understand a thing.
Oh,
But
Yalena
yeah,
would have translated for everybody who doesn't
Yeah.
understand Elvish.
Mhm. All right.
It's a good thing you can't talk to each other. I think.
Competition. Like,
I see.
Right, I should have seen that one coming.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
you may still yet be a bit stuck in here, I think. She looks at the others for confirmation because she can't remember if
We
the door was
definitely
shut.
are.
Oh, yeah,
We're
stuck in-
definitely stuck, but we're not leaving anytime soon anyway, because there is something that needs to be killed. But first,
Yeah.
we must find
But
some
if-
skeletons and take their heads.
However, I mean, it would be helpful if any one of you can excavate us through out of this mountain tomb.
Well, no, we need to kill the beastie.
That is also true, but a quick escape would be welcome
But the beastie must die first.
in case we need to retreat.
Well, didn't
Lucano,
I guess?
you understand me, correct, right?
You are speaking my language? Yes.
All right. Do you happen to be familiarized with Queen? No, Waxanara is impossible. But who was the? Which was the name of the queen you served?
Queen Napaka.
Queen Napaka. Does that ring a bell, DM? Like, I know we found
We found a scripture down where we met the Juggernaut, and it
Mhm.
said something about Napaka. I forgot the whole.
the Eye of
message later.
Soltec. What was in where the Juggernaut was?
Exactly, but I forget what it said. It said something with what does it say? I don't know actually. It said something like awaken. Napaka or
Mm.
Wake Up or something like that. Wake Up Napaka. I don't
No
know,
idea.
but that was down with the Juggernaut, which was a trap. But
Hmm.
it mentioned her by name.
It's true. Yeah. We happen to be in a mission of one of her descendants, Waxanare. The great Omuan Choltan warrior, Chokagari, gave us the part of treasure she wants back. Actually, I don't know if any of these names means anything to you.
Chikagari.
Yeah, well,
You see her face almost, her eyes wide open, wistfully as the reverence of that name covers her. Oh, greatest warrior. Yes.
Do you happen to have heard anything about a black opal crown or an amulet of Omu?
The black opal crown is but a myth. There resides a number of amulets in Omu. What
All right.
specific amulet are you looking at?
That's what I'm trying to piece at, I'm afraid. What was your purpose entering with your pal Sal here into the tomb?
During the fall of Omu, my queen was chased by the citizens. I was running to her aid. I do not know what became of her, for I was trapped within the underground areas. Somehow, we made our ways into the depths of this accursed tomb, or a room somewhere underground. I do not know what happened to my queen, but all I remember is seeing the light of this mirror and then being trapped.
All right, I see.
is there anything we can recognize your queen by? Symbols of stature? Or...
So you know that when Uptal left, all of the priests lost their access to divine magic.
Yeah.
As a result of that, the city fell into disease and destitution. They couldn't cure or heal anybody from the sicknesses that ravaged Omu. And as a result, the people rioted and revolted against the royal family and started looting. They demanded blood for being so corrupt so as to chase Uptau away. This resulted in the fall of Omu.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know from speaking to Teacher that Queen Napaka was publicly executed and torn to pieces. Her daughter managed to escape. Her daughter's name was Zalcore, whom you actually met because Zalcore was the great-grandmother of Waxanare. So Napaka...
The Medusa?
Correct. Whom you slayed.
Yeah.
So the Queen Napaka is the great-great-grandmother of Waxanare.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Are you aware that Queen Napaka is no longer among us? You might want to pledge your fealty to her great niece. Niece? Not niece. Daughter.
Napaka is no longer?
No. It's been 400 years, I'm afraid.
400
But
years.
the royal lineage is still
I must reclaim my honor, protect the royal lineage, and do anything that I can to help. Who is
That
this
will be actually.
descendant that you speak of?
It
Waxen.
is Queen Waxanare is her name. I can personally attest for her graciousness and wisdom.
I must return
See-
to her and pledge my fealty at once. Zal! Come, we must leave
You
this
must.
accursed place.
Leaving
will-
not be so easy.
I will urge you to reconsider that. You already fall prey of the traps of the Leech Acererak once.
I think
am-
the easiest way to get up and out is to first go down,
Wait, where is Biff going?
unfortunately.
Biff pipes up. Yes. We are
Don't
stuck
go
in this
wandering
accursed
off.
tomb until we find some way out.
Do you want
Plus,
to die? You will die if you
Pla-
go wandering off.
plus we haven't even told you where Waxanare is. My God.
This is a
Don't
good
be
point.
so. Don't be so. Salad. I mean, we are here to help you. Don't worry. It's just that it's difficult to exit this place alone. We might find strength in numbers, I think.
Besides,
Hmm.
if you help us and we deal with our current troubles, you can go back to Oxenare and tell her about how you took part in stopping the death plague.
Death
It would
plague?
be very impressive. Oh yes.
What is this death plague you speak of?
I'll
We
look
should
for
have
the
started
main
by that, yeah.
Device. There's a device somewhere deep in this dungeon called the Soulmonger. It has been ciphering, collecting souls for some sort of beast for a while now. Resurrection magics do not work anymore. Anyone that's been brought back by those magics is slowly withering away and dying.
Hmm. It sounds
So we've come here
accursed.
to find it.
Right.
Creation of Asarak himself.
I, Lucana, will join you on this quest to rid this death curse from the land, and in return, you will introduce me to my queen, Waxanare.
Of course.
Yes, we can do.
It would be great to have you.
Biff
And your little
Longsteel
friend.
pipes up from the back and says, "Yes, I shall help. I have a good arm and strong steel."
Very good.
I so need to read the diaries again and search for this guy before taking a decision. Yeah.
I am
And-
but a simple merchant. I only want to go back to.
We'll
my
keep you
family.
safe so you can leave.
I don't
Then
exist
stay close
anymore.
until-
like
Oh no!
There may
And
be
he-
descendants somewhere.
He
Maybe we
bursts
can
into
find them?
tears and continues to
don't
cry.
I will-
Oh dear.
Aitan, I will look at the bright side. You have precious knowledge within you. It will be invaluable once we get you outside. I'm sure in Portinal Sarur there will be make good use of your knowledge of Old Domu.
The drow mage just lifts his eyebrows, shakes his head, looking at the Chultan on the ground, and commoners.
Well, if
he
your
says in
family
Elvish,
was dead, you'd be a bit upset.
Is the mirror completely busted, just broken, beyond repair?
yes.
Good.
Okay.
And good. It's good. That's good.
Yes,
It's a good thing.
yes,
Honestly,
yes. It's a
I
good
mean-
thing. It's a wonderful thing. Are you kidding me?
To be honest, if it was still somewhat functional, we could hide him in there, where he is safe, until we are done with this place. And then get
I
him
mean,
out.
tell
God.
Oh,
I let the talk with the drow in your care. I hope that you convince him to be a good pal and not kill us in our sleep.
I don't think he will. do you want to join us? I shall ask the drow. I keep forgetting his name. It's like Pal something.
Lad.
Sorry, I need to write it
That-
down.
Lad. He's a
Lad.
lad. Think about
He's
that.
a
yeah.
Is-
lad. Okay, lad.
Tad,
He's-
is Tadjor or something like that?
Lad with a T. It's lad.
Slav.
Yeah.
So he's like from Romania or something. Slav.
Well,
Well, he's a drow,
Lad.
so you know.
Slap the Impaler, yeah.
Lad the Impaler.
Awesome.
Hmm. I have no other offer
Um,
to join you. Come.
No, you're free to go your way. I mean, we are not making everyone stay with us. It's just that we seriously consider that it's the best option for survival.
She'll translate it. as well.
Okay. I will accept your proposal until I find a way out. Or until I help you find a way out.
Thank you. I think this would be a good idea. If
Ask him if he's a wizard, please.
are you a wizard?
Eh, I mean, if you ask if I dabble in the arcane,
Do you have a
I've-
spell book?
we don't really need such things.
You're a
Astral are able
sorcerer.
to cast spells without the need for reading up and studying
Oh, if-
claims.
If one of those, I look at
What does
Barvis.
that mean? A sorcerer? What's wrong with being a sorcerer?
Exactly.
I
Here we
guess-
go.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not
Don't have to
such
lug
an
around a
idiot
stupid
to-
book all the time.
to go into a 3 versus 1 here. No.
And I
Don't worry, I'll
think-
just take it as jealousy.
And I think now with your new companions on that note, we will end tonight's session.
My
Companions, they can
companions and an
make
earth
a party.
genie. We
of-
might
of-
have a
of-
chance.
We might not die.
And if any one of us dies, we got replacement characters right there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
here is how it goes.
I want
they
to
go
be the lady
first.
with the Minotaur.
Against Azeract, they go first. Azeract wastes his resources in them. It thinks it's their party, and then we come and say, now it's the real party time.
Yeah.
Cannon
Vice
fodder,
versa.
yes?
They can stand outside and be our backup, and then we can play Minotaurs and whatnot.
Just a heads up, you're still possessed by Moa, Valrus. Being honest and forthright, right?
This is true. We cannot go through with this plan.
You have me,
Seems to have me in his, locked down as a target as well. That'll be a fun time.
You have me
Oh.
already reading Alvin's diary, Stefan, by the way.
Well, you've got to enjoy it. Enjoy
Yep.
it. Just so you know, all of those entries I wrote specifically for you.
I know.
I've also
Ah.
added some handouts onto.
Yeah, we have Soul, we have the mirror, we have the woman, and we have this creepy stone slab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you post their names?
If
Because I know I will
you-
forget.
You should. If you click on the picture, open in browser, it actually comes up with their name. But yes, hold on. So I will put. So let's go. Zal Minotaur.
Thank you.
My god, the miniature is horny.
Wait, so what was the first figure? Below the mirror.
The first one is the slab, the one with the hand up. Then it's the Lunaka is the next one, I think. And then we have the mirror, and then we have Saul.
So, oh, I almost got that right.
Beef long steel.
Lucano,
Great
sorry.
name.
What did I say? I said Lunaka or something.
Lucan. Yeah. Not Malaka.
Napaka is
Malako?
the queen.
Napaka. So Biff. Oh, and then Atan.
Atan, yeah, the commoner.
Let me just add him underneath here.
I swear to God, if Aitan is a Serac in disguise, I will.
Oh, he better not
Break something.
be.
Don't. Rule number one: if you're unsure
I
if
should
something
use
is happening,
divine
don't
sense
give
on them.
don't give Stefan the ideas. Just rule
Yeah.
number one. It's
Don't
just
feel the DM's scheming.
like I had players like that. I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't do this, and it's just like, ooh, free material.
Yeah.
All 5 of them are actually a Serac. It's crazy.
It is 5 phylacteries walking around. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I actually, well, yeah. Oh, Stefan, was fun. Thank you for the session. I love the mirror thingy.
We should
My
have
God,
smashed it to start